こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask. We're going to be continuing with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
この中には母と私の大切なものが入ってるんです。箱の中にあるんですからなくなったわけではありませんが、とても大切なものなんです。よし、やってみる。大切なものなんです。
よし、やってみる。Like, alright, I'll give it a try. Yeah, that's the yatte is from yaru, to do, but this is more like with much effort to do. And then miru is how you say to try in Japanese. Let's see. I'm curious, the yosh here, what is that based off of? What is the origin of yosh? Okay. Originates from the classical Japanese adjective yoshi, which is a dictionary form of the modern Japanese adjective yoi. It's a lexicalized interjection derived from classical ku adjective yoshi, retaining the meaning of good, excellent, but evolving into a standalone expression. Affirmative declaration similar to all right or good, okay.
この中にあるんですからなくなったわけではありませんが、とても大切なものなんです。よし、やってみる。ともよちゃんもともよちゃんのお母さんも好きだもん。大切なものなんです。よし、やってみる。ともよちゃん。
Moyo-chan mo, Moyo-chan no okasan mo, skidan mo. So, let's see. So, Moyo-chan and her mother like it, or let's see. Let's see, I like both Tomoya-chan and her mother after all. Oh, that's right. That's right. Skida more literally means desirable. So when you say like Tomoya-chan mo skida, you're saying Tomoya-chan's desirable. But yeah, but in reference to who? In reference to whatever the wa is in this sentence, desirable to the wa, or in this case, it's Sakura. So in other words, I like Tomoya-chan and her mother. So, Tomoya-chan mo, Tomoya-chan no okaasan mo suki da mon.
大切なものなんです。よし、やってみる。ともよちゃんもともよちゃんのお母さんも好きだもん。頑張って開けてみる。
頑張って開けてみる. I would do my best to try to open it. 頑張って開けてみる.
ともよちゃんもともよちゃんのお母さんも好きだもん。頑張って開けてみる。さくらちゃん。では早速ビデオの準備を。さくらちゃん。では早速
では、
ビデオの
something video no.
さくらちゃん。では早速ビデオの準備を。
準備。
ちゃんのお母さんも好きだもん。頑張って開けてみる。さくらちゃん。では早速ビデオの準備を。
準備. Oh, that's preparations, isn't it? Junbi? Sasoku. At once, immediately. These are from the two kanjis of Hayai, used in Hayai. Dewa. Sasoku video no junbi. Yeah, so preparation, so. Okay. So in other words, that said, or taking that all into account, I need to quickly prepare the video. Sasoku video no junbi. Well, let's see, junbi. Equip provisions, semi, okay.
では早速ビデオの準備を。
Let's see, I notice she ends the sentence with whoa. Oh, I guess you could assume it's something like Suda would be doing the preparations of the video. Dera Sasoku video no junbi wo.
ビデオの準備を。しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードない。しかし
箱が開かへんようになるカードな。See, chest. Okay, like a chest. Yeah, akahen. So, chest not open. So, like a become not open. Let's see. The chest not open card. The chest becoming not open card. Oh, I think they're trying to say, like chest not open card. In other words, what card should we use to open this chest? Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Oh, but that's what they wanted open, so let's see. The card that makes a box possible to open. Okay, so he's trying to think of what card it is. So what card would make the box not open? So he's saying the box not open card. Okay. しかし、箱が開かんへんようになるカードな。
しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードな。
しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードな。
箱が開かへんようになる。しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードな。一体何やろ。いくら見ても変なとこはないよ。いくら見ても頑張って開けてみる。しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードな。一体何やろ。
一体何やろ。What in the world can it be? Or itai nanyaro, like, so nanyaro is like, shall be what? And then itai is like whole body, and so it's talking about the problem metaphorically, the whole body of the problem, like what in the world? Kind of exclamation, as you'd say in English. So itai nanyaro. That's right. Yaro's being used like I wonder. That's right. So, like, I wonder what in the world could it be? What is it? What it is? So, I wonder what it is. Itai nanyaro.
しかし箱が開かへんようになるカードな。一体何やろ。いくら見ても変なとこはないよ。
Let's see. いくら見ても変なとこはないよ. So, let's see. Strange place or time. 変なとこ does not exist. Let's see. いくら quantity of seen? What? Let's see. Explain the grammar of. No matter how much you look. Okay, is ikuramite. How much? Okay, however, okay, no matter how, okay. So it's basically either use a question or use as a non-question. So how much or no matter how much kind of thing. It's sort of like other question words that have both a non-question use and a question use. Ikura mitemo. So no matter how much you look. Strange place does not exist. Oh, no matter how much I look, there's nothing strange about it. How does Toko mean that, though? How does Toko mean that? In this specific grammatical context, okay, where it's Tokoro, okay, it does not refer to a physical location, instead functions as a normalizer, meaning part, point, or aspect. Tokoro is shortened to Toko, is common in Japanese, okay. Hinna, okay, the phrase Hinna Toko translates to a strange part or anything strange. Full phrase, Hinna Toko Wanai, there is no strange parts, there's nothing strange. So the speaker is saying, no matter how much I look, there isn't a single part / point that is strange. Wait, so Tokoro can mean aspects of something, parts of something? I guess if you imagine spots, like as different spots on it, yeah. Point, aspect, side, facet. Okay. いくら見ても変なとこはないよ。
なあ、一体なんやろ。いくら見ても変なとこはないよ。はあ。どうしました？さくら。どうしました？
どうしました What is it?
さくら。どうしました？さくら。シールド縦のカードや。
シールドのカードや。So it's the shield card. Shield. Let's see, tate. Shield buckler. Okay.
さくら。シールド縦のカードや。今バリアみたいなもん出たやろ。シールド縦のカードや。今バリアみたいなもん。
今バリアみたい。Let's see. 今バリアみたいなもん。出たやろ。Let's see. So burial looking thing appeared. Then Yaro, I wonder if that was a barrier that appeared just now. Ima baria mitai namon deta yaro. Didn't something like a barrier just pop up? Okay.
シールド縦のカードや。今バリアみたいなもん出たやろ。私には何も見えませんでしたわ。縦のカードや。今バリアみたいなもん出たやろ。私には何も見えませんでしたわ。
私には何も見えません。Let's see. 見えません not a oh that's right there's different versions of this word. Let's see. 見える to be seen, to be visible, to be in sight. So not visible, to not be visible. 見えません So 私には何も 見えませんでしたわ。Okay. Let's see. So I I was not I was not able to see anything. 私には何も見えませんでしたわ。
今バリアみたいなもん出たやろ。
私には何も見えませんでしたわ。
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
私には何も見えませんでしたわ。
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。シール
せんでしたわ。
ド！魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
でしたわ。
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
Okay, so Marioko, so that's magical ability, yeah, magical powers. Marioko no aru, so having magical powers things, okay. Marioko no aru mon ni wa. So having magical powers, okay, then mieru, it is visible. Kedo, but, so it's visible to people that have magical powers. Marioku no aru mon ni wa mieru. Ya kedo na. Marioku no aru mon ni wa mieru. Ya kedo na.
私には何も見えませんでしたわ。
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
それがどうしてこの箱に? So from that, so then let's see, どうして so let's see, as for that, what's it doing at this chest? So それがどうしてこの箱に? No, okay. What is that doing at this chest then? Okay, so how did that end up on this box? Okay. Or I should probably more likely say in English, how did it end up on this box? Or at this box?
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっとして 力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっと
Okay, so Kyoto. Possibly, perhaps, Kyoto. Unintentionally, accidentally. Kyoto, so unintentionally, let's see. Unintentionally doing card. Okay, then Tomoya-chan no Koto. Tomoya-chan's thing? So, so did the card unintentionally or just by chance or accidentally go to Tomoya-chan's chest? They say thing in this, but it's basically talking about the chest. Other translator says, could it be the card knows about Tomoyo-chan? Okay, how does that come from that? Explain the grammar of Hyoteshite, never meaning possibly, perhaps, or might be, often used to express a hunch or uncertainty. Kado. Now, okay, card. Then Tomoya-chan no koto, a noun phrase meaning Tomoya-chan's. Oh, okay. Okay, typically serving as the object or topic of a missing verb. Wait, that's right. They use koto in this, which means we're talking about a non-physical thing. So let's see, so the translator says, could it be the card knows about Tomoyo-chan? See, so I guess you could say Tomoyo-chan or Koto in this case is something about Tomoyo-chan. To make this sentence complete, a verb such as shiteiru or skida is required at the end. For example, Hyoto shite kado ga Tomoyo-chan no koto o koto wo skida. Could it be the card likes Tomoyo-chan? Okay, no, boy. Hyoto shite kado ga Tomoyo-chan no koto wo shiteeru. Could it be the card knows of Tomoyo-chan? So, why is this not written as this? Basically, why is the koto in there? Because that shiteeru is probably more accurate for this situation. difference lies in the nuance of familiarity and emotional connection. No in Koto little or thing matter transforms the object from the person themselves to the matter concerning or the details about the person. So Tomoya-chan or shiteru implies you know of her existence or familiar with her as a public figure acquaintance. It treats Tomoya-chan as a direct entity. You might know her name or face, but not necessarily her personality or history. Tomoya-chan no koto wo shiteru implies that you know about her. It suggests a deeper familiarity. Okay, with her personal details, background, feelings, or specific circumstances. It focuses on the information and aspects surrounding her rather than just her physical presence. Basically, knowing about Tomoya-chan, okay? In all manners, okay? So, ひょっとしてカードがTomoya-chanのこと、so, so perhaps, let's see. Let's see, does ひょっとしてdescribe the card, or is it more like an interjection in the front? Hyotoshite functions as a sentence-level adverb placed at the front rather than an interjection or modifier specifically describing kado. It modifies the entire sentence or the speaker's attitude towards the proposition that follows. By chance could be, okay, so Hyotoshite kado ga Tomoya-chan no koto. Or perhaps, does the card know about Tomoya-chan?
けどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと私のお友達って知ってて。ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと私のお友達って
Okay, 私の友達って知ってて. So, let's see. My friend, and then the sute is quoting it. So knows that she's my friend essentially. So, 私のお友達って知ってて. And the and it's in the continuous state, basically shiteiru, because they have the knowledge, she's saying. So when you have something, it's like continuously having the knowledge, so you have to say it in continuous state. And then but it was changed to shitete instead of shiteru to be connective, because so that the statement is open to something that follows from that. So does the card know that she's my friend, and even if you just say the conclusion of that, it's implied that there is a conclusion to that. See, otomodachi, friend, okay.
カードがともやちゃんのこと私のお友達って知ってて、ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと私のお友達って知ってカードがともやちゃんのこと
でしたわ。
魔力のあるもんには見えるんやけどな。
それがどうしてこの箱に？
ひょっとしてカードがともやちゃんのこと
私のお友達ってokay, 私のお友達って知ってて。
私のお友達って知ってて、いや、こいつは性格ええさかいそんないけずはせえへん。私のお友達って知ってて、いや、こいつは性格ええさかいそんないけずはせえへん。って知ってて、いや、こいつ
See, iya or no, then こいつこいつは性格 character of a person, personality, disposition. So basically made from first kanji means sex, gender, nature. In this case, it has the nature meaning. And then status, rank, capacity, character. So character and nature, in other words, their personality. Seikaku. So, iya, koitsu wa seikaku e sekai. Let's see. Boundary. Yeah, this is a concept and thing using Sakai here. Then, let's see. Sona. So, character good, and then Sakai. Then, Sona. Ikezu. Unkind. Ikezu. So, that kind of unkind. And then, wa seihin. Okay, sei is a concept and way of doing suru, so this seihin is the same as shinai. So in other words, he wouldn't do that kind of unkind thing. Explain the grammar of okay. Sakai, conjunction meaning because, since, or so. A Kansai dialect variant of kara. Yeah, you can also use sakara as well as sakai. It connects reason, good personality to the conclusion, wouldn't be mean. Okay, so it means boundary, but it gets used like kata or from. So from that boundary essentially, with that bounds in mind. So iya koitsu wa seikaku. Okay. Iya koitsu wa seikaku e seikaku e sakai sonna ikezu wa seihen. So no, that card has a good personality and wouldn't do something unkind. It wouldn't do that kind of unkind thing, or it wouldn't do something unkind. So iya koitsu wa seikaku e sakai sonna ikezu wa seihen.
もやちゃんのこと私のお友達って知ってて。いや、こいつは性格ええさかいそんないけずはせえへん。シールドは大事なもんを守るためのカードや。
シール
ドは
シールド okay, yeah. シールドは
大事なもんを守る。
大事 okay. シールドは大事なもんを守るためのカードや。So as for shield, important things. Okay, protecting important things is the card's purpose. So as for shield, protecting important. Let's see. Important things. So protecting important things purpose card. It's for protecting important things, okay? Daiji, okay. One moment, this broke. Okay, there it goes. So, protecting important things purpose card. So, as for shield, the card's purpose is to protect important things. So, shield wa daiji na mon wo mamoru tame no kado ya.
そんないけずはせえへん。シールドは大事なもんを守るためのカードや。より大事なもんを守ろうとする性質がある。にされとるんやな、この箱の中身は大事なもんを守るためのカードや。より大
より大事なもん、守ろうと、let's see, so it protects important things. Okay, I think they're saying protecting the most important things. Because it's, let's see, mamoro, to protect said in a suggestion way, and then this yori is generally a comparison, and usually in this comparison, the thing after it is more important. In this case, important things. So I guess the most important things, and then To's quoting and then sudo to do that. Then this part. Seijutsu, nature. Okay, ga aru. Seijutsu ga aru. So, yori daiji na mon wo mamoro to suru. Seijutsu ga aru. So it has a nature of wanting to protect the most important thing. Let's see how we're... let's see, it has a nature that makes them try to protect what's most important. So, yori daiji na mon wo mamoro to suru. Okay, this Volutional to suru means essentially, basically, Volutional is like setting will, so doing the settling of will, so it, like saying, sets its will to protect the most important thing. So, yori daiji na mon wo mamoro to suru seishitsu, nature, okay. Yori daiji na mon wo mamoro to suru seijutsu ga aru.
シールドは大事なもんを守るためのカードや。より大事なもんを守ろうとする性質がある。よっぽど大切にされとるんやな、この箱の中身。
やっぽど大切にされとるんやな. He's using every single word for important. I've noticed in this conversation. We have daiji taisetsu. There was also... there's another one earlier in the dialogue. Let's see. Yopodo, very greatly, much to a large extent, quite, just about, almost, very nearly. So the kanji comes from... oh, okay, so these are the same words, just this, this is a more emphatic way of saying it. So, yopodo or yopodo. surplus and extent. So you have a surplus at maximum extent, I guess? Or in other words, vary or greatly. Yopodo taisetsu. So extremely important. Wait, with great care, with caution. Wait, I thought taisetsu was important. Yes, important, significant, precious, valuable. Okay. Oh, that's right. So, if you do something with importance, you're doing it carefully, essentially. Okay, so taisetsu. Okay, yopodo taisetsu ni saretoru suru. So. Saretoru. Let's see. That's probably from oru. Let's see. Explain the grammar of. Oh, this is likely sarete, but where would sarete come from? Oh, sareru. Yeah, sareru, so that's passive of suru. Sareru, so and then connective after that. So passive continuous. So continuously receive doing. It continuously receives doing of extremely important things. Let's see. Kono hako, so this chest. Nakami. Contents. Nakami, yeah, so inside and yeah. Let's see, so yes, inside and basically about a it's usually used to reference people, but it can basically has like a characteristic type of meaning, I think. So nakami is contents. And And then taisetsu important. So the chest. Okay, let's see this explanation. Yopod, okay, greatly, special way, okay. Taisetsu ni, important, cherished, okay. At very reported within means it's cherished manner or with care. Oh, so continually received doing with care. The box's contents must have been cherished greatly, huh? What taisetsu ni shite aru and taisetsu ni shite iru for credit. Okay. While the standard Japanese taisetsu ni shite aru, prepared or kept with care, and taisetsu ni shiteiru, am caring for, the passive taisetsu ni sareru implies that the object receives the care, highlighting its preciousness and the care it has received from others or the owners. The dialecto sare toru confirms the care is an ongoing evident state. How does this fit in it? Konohako no nakami. Functions as the topic or the subject of the sentence. Oh, so in other words, it was received extreme importance, or in other words, received extreme care, and then you say what you're talking about, the contents of the chest. So instead of saying the chest contents received extreme care, you're saying received extreme care the contents of the chest. So, Yoppodo taisetsu ni saret torun ya na, kono haku no nakami.
よっぽど大切にされとるんやな、この箱の中身。どうすればシールドをカードに戻せるの？
どうすればシールをカードOK どうすればシールをカードに戻せるの So let's see. If that's the way, then how do I return a shield to a card. どうすれば See, I can return the shield back into a card. So let's see, yeah, do is what way? So do shite would be doing what way? Or in other words, what are you doing? So do surureba, if we do what way? Okay, let's see. So do sureba, if I do what? Or in other words, what should I do? Do sureba, シールドをカードに戻せる So yeah, modosu to return. So what should I do to be able to return shield to a card? Okay, so
どうすればシールドをカードに戻せるの？簡単やがな。どうすればシールドをカードに戻せるの？簡単やが。
簡単やがな。簡単. Okay, simple, easy, uncomplicated. So it's simple. 簡単やがな.
どうすればシールドをカードに戻せるの？シールドをカードに戻せるの？簡単やがな。さくらは何でも切れる剣を持っとるやろが。
さくらは何でも
シールドを切ればいいのね。シールドは切られ。どうすればシールドをカードに戻せるの？簡単やがな。さくらは
何でも so anything
何でも切れる剣。
切れる Let's see. Sakura's let's see. Able to cut anything? No. Let's see. Ken will motoru yaro ka. So Ken's sword. Then so this is from moteoru. So you possess sword, okay? It's shortened to motoru, yeah. So Ken will motoru yaro. So I wonder if Sakura has a sword that can cut anything. This non-demo kireru, able to cut anything, describes Ken. So what type of sword is it? It's a sword that can cut anything. So Sakura wa non-demo kireru Ken wa motoru yaro ga. Sakura has a sword that can cut through anything, doesn't she? Okay, so is this .o to get that doesn't cheat kind of effect? Explain the grammar of Yodoga. Okay, this is a dielectric contraction of Yodo, okay, ga, or Dadoga. So meaning Dado meaning I suppose, or probably, or right. I suppose, probably, or right. Is often used in rhetorical questions or strong assertions implying you have a sword that cuts anything, right? Or you push that sword, don't you? Okay, so that's what that's there for, to give that right nuance. So Sakura wa nandemo akireru ken wo motoru yarou ga. Why is the ga there though? Conjunction or sentence final ending particle adding emphasis or contrast together with yarou ga functions similar to daro, meaning I suppose or probably or right. It is often used in rhetorical questions. Is this the contrast ga? No, the ga in yarou ga is not the contrastive ga. It is specific dialectal construction yarou ga. It acts as a sentence final particle for emphasis or assertion, often implying isn't it, or tell you. It is a contraction of daro ga or te aru ga. Notes, while the standard ga indicates contrast, although when attached to a volutional conjecture from yaro daro at the end of the sentence, it softens the assertion slightly while maintaining a strong conviction. It translates to you do have it right, or I assume you have it. If it was the contrastive ga, the sentence would typically continue to a second clause. Is this a sentence ending particle not related to the topic ga or the contrast ga? Correct. The ga in yaro ga is not the topic marking ga. Nor is the is in the. Okay, sorry. They want to call it the subject, not the or ga, not the topic. Okay. So it's its own sentence ending particle. Interesting. Okay, so Sakura wa nandemo kireru ken wo motoru yarou ga.
戻せるの？簡単やがな。さくらは何でも切れる剣を持っとるやろが。
そっか、ソードでシールドを切ればいいのね。
やろが。
そっか。
そうか。ソードでシールドをシールドを切ればいいのね。So so that's right. Let's see, let's see, if I cut shield using sword, it would be good. Or in other words, I should cut shield using sword. So, let's see. I get it. We just need to use sword to cut through shield. But yeah, essentially, if I do blank, it would be good as the general way of saying you should do something in Japanese. So, soka ken de shield wo kireba ii no ne.
なあ、さくらは何でも切れる剣を持っとるやろが。
そっか、ソードでシールドを切ればいいのね。
シールドは切られたら本体表すさかい。
切ればいいのね。
シールドは切られた。
See,
は何でも切れる剣を持っとるやろが。
そっか、ソードでシールドを切ればいいのね。
シールドは切られたら本体表すさかい。
shield wa kirare tara yes, kirareru is receive cutting, but kirare tara is how you say things like cutting. So as for shield, things like cutting, then hontai something. Hontai, substance, true form, true character, main part. Oh, conditional tara. Let's see. Kirare tara. So, as for shield, when you cut it, true form hontai arawasu to stand for, to reveal, to show, arawasu. So as for the shield, when you cut it, it'll show its true form. And Sakai is because is from karas, and you're doing like a logical reasoning at the end of a sentence. So Sakai. So since shield will show its true form when you cut it. So shield wa kirare tara hontai wa arawasu. 表す transitive, yeah. So, シールは切られたら本体表す世界 So origin and body makes true form, okay? True character, true form, substance, okay.
ソードでシールドを切ればいいのね。シールドは切られたら本体表すさかい、そこをすかさず封印や。表すさかい、そこをす
そこをすかさず封印やすかさず without a moment's delay at once. Adverb fukushi. Sukasazu. From the verb sukasu, which means to create a gap. Sukasu. To make an opening, and then it gets in the negative sense by so sa and then zu ending instead of the nai ending, which is used when you want to make an adverb of out of the negative form of the verb. So normally sukasanai would be not making a gap, but the archaic zu way of making things negative gets used to make adverbs. So sukasazu is without a moment's delay. So doing something without a moment's delay in a way. So seal without a moment's delay, essentially. Sukasazu fuinya. So soko. So soko, that means that place, but in this sentence, we're talking about that moment at time. So at that moment at a time, you're going to seal without a moment's delay. Soko wa sakasazu fuinya.
シールドは切られたら本体表すさかい、そこをすかさず封印や。苦労の作りしカードよ、我が神に力を貸せ。
That's it. Cloud no
苦労の作りしカードよ。
作りしカードよ。我が鍵に
我が神に力。
Let's see. 我が鍵に力を
貸せ。作りしカードよ、我が神に力を貸せ。
Cloud no tsukuri tsukuru to make, but they're using this kanji for some reason that implies a different meaning than what we're normally used to. Okay, this she is archaic and is probably would be taught if you want to find it in the dictionary. Skuru. So let's see. Skurita. Explain the origin of explain the grammar of this. Let's see. Cloud node Scooty Shikata. Let's see. The cloud card that was created. Let's see.
シールドは切られたら本体表すさかい。苦労の作りしカードよ、我が神に力を貸す。苦労の作りしカードよ、我が神に力を。苦労の作りしカードよ、我が神に力を。
Okay, so she's in Waga. I thought that was Wade. So, yeah, Wade would be that kanji. It's the same kanji, but she's saying Waga instead, okay. My one zone, okay. Wage. So my key pre-noun adjective, so it has to be used. Waga, let's see, my key, let's see, then power, and then kase, which is probably from kasu. Oh, kasu, to lend, okay. To hand over, to give. Okay, so we're saying to lend. So, chikara lend power. So, lend power to my key. Let's see. Oh, that's right. That staff of hers also referred to as a key. That's right. Yeah, and the other chant she does, she's like, is the key to unlock the key that has the power to unlock the darkness or something like that. Yeah. So that's right. She's referring to her staff when she says my key. Okay. So waga kagi ni chikara o kase, or in other words, lend power to my key. Okay, and then so clouder no tsukuri shi kado yo. Let's see, the cloud card no tsukuri cloud card that was created Skudu to create becomes the past particle Scudi plus she, archaic and pork variant of toe. Wait, she is an archaic variant of toe? I know she was archaic, I didn't realize it was of toe though. Let's see, is the she and Imeshi let's see. Okay, that's the correct she. Is the she and Himeshi Kagi an archaic version of the toe quoting particle? Let's see. No, the she in Himeshi is not the not the quoting particle to or its archaic form. It's the attributive when tai k of the past auxiliary verb. Okay. Verb himeru. Okay. Himeki. Okay, attributive. Explain that in more detail. Tsukurishi is a classical Japanese grammatical construction used to give a poetic, archaic, or solemn tone. It is composed of two parts. Tsukuri, the stem Renyoke tsukuru, meaning to create, to make, and shi, attributive form, the classical auxiliary verb ki. See, unlike modern Japanese where the past tense ta, e.g. skutta, can directly modify a noun, classical grammar requires auxiliary to be an attributive form to modify a following noun. So skuru plus ki makes skuri ki, attributive conjugation. The attributive form of ki is she, so skuri shi. Okay, so it is like that himeshi from himeru. It's the attributive form. Okay, so skuri shi. So cards made by cloud essentially is what it says. So cards made by cloud. You're attributing made to the card, made card, and then you're saying it's a cloud made card. Okay, so yeah, with himeru, because it's an ichidan verb, we're used to seeing it as himeshi to be in its classical attributive form, similar to how we have himeta. You just add the ta. But with skuru, because it's a godan verb, you have to put it in its noun form, its way of making it skuri, and then you can add the she to it, similar to how we to it, yeah. So cloud no skuri shi kado yo, waga kagi ni chikara wo kase, from kasu, okay. Cloud no tsukari shi kado yo, waga kagi ni chikara wo kase, or clouds, card made from cloud, lend your power to my key.
さず封印や苦労の作りしカードよ我が神に力を貸せカードに宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し我に力を作りしカードよ我が神に力を貸せカードに宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し我に力を貸せカードに
So, karo ni, let's see, yadori, lodging, shelter, then Marioku, magical powers, so magical powers from within.
作りしカードよ我が神に力を貸せカード
magical powers from within. Then, oh, Karoni, that's probably the source. So, magical powers from within. So, as for the card, magical powers from within to the Kono Kagi ni. So, towards the key, and then Utsushi, shift move. Utsuru, yeah, this is from Utsuru. Ware's eye. Okay, Utsushi. Any questions so far? Okay, well, we're continuing. Okay, so let's see. Karoni Yadori Shi Yado Yadoru to dwell. That does dwell. So the power that dwells from within the card. Let's see. Karoni Yadori Shi Marioku. Karoni Yadori Shi Marioku wo Kono Kagi ni Utsushi. Transfer the the magic dwelling in the card to this key. Mario magical power mana, okay. To transfer to move, okay. Utsushi, the continuative form, okay, of the verb utsu of utsutsu, meaning to transfer to move. In classical and dramatic Japanese, sentences can end with rin yoke to function as an imperative command. Instead of saying utsushite kudasai, please transfer, or utsuse, transfer, modern imperative. Ending with the utsushi creates a concise, sharp command often heard in incantations. It implies transfer it, okay. Oh, this is not the she as in the attribute of this is, that's right, it's a su ending word, so its noun form would be she, that's right. Utsushi. But the noun forms can be used like verbs, essentially. So power dwelling within the card transferred to this key, and then it's saying this part's another part of the sentence. Ware ni chikara o. Okay, the sentence ends with the particle wo, omitting the verb entirely. The listener is expected to fill in the blank with the verb ataeo, or give in classical imperative, in yokose, hand over. This ellipsis omission adds urgency and dramatic weight common in battle cries or spells. So, give me your power, okay? Ataeru. Ataeru. Does she say it as two sentences? Because it sounds like it looks written as one sentence, and it's.
作りしカードよ、我が神に力を貸せ。カードに宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し、我に力を。宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し、我に力を。
Oh, that's right. In addition to nouns being used as verbs, you can also use it for clause chaining. So this is the first clause of the sentence. This is the second clause of the sentence. So transfer the power from within the card to my key, and then give me the power. That's right. Or grant me your power. Okay, so yadori. Okay. Karo ni yadori shimaryoku o kono kagi ni utsushi, ware ni chikara o. 魔力をこの鍵に移し、我に力を貸せ。カードに宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し。作りしカードよ、我が神に力を貸せ。カードに宿りし魔力をこの鍵に移し、我に力を。さあだ。 何時のあるべき姿に戻れ。Or return to your original form.
何時のあるべき姿に戻れ。クロー
はい。Sounds like she's saying irishi, not ririshi. Riri, let's see, ririshi, gallant, manly, brave, imposing, awe-inspiring, chivalrous, dignified. So probably dignified, gallant is how she's using it. Ririshi desu wa? Dose nara kono. Yeah, I was wondering that same thing. Dose. In any case, regardless, either way, after all. No matter what, dose nara. So, nara. Let's see, if it's. Let's see, fukushi. See. So if it makes no difference, I guess, dose nara kono isho, clothing, costume, isho, from garment, clothes, dressing, and then attire, dress, pretend, disguise. Okay, so dose nara kono isho wo kite ita. So past tense, past continuous wearing. So dake. I think this is it. Dake ba yokatta. Explain the grammar of dose nara. The phrase translates to the situation already decided or inevitable. So, or if we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, let's see, dose. Since it makes no difference, okay. Or if it makes no difference, meaning if we're going to do it anyway, okay. Kono isho wo kite ita dakeba. This is the conditional form of a humble request. So kono isho o kite. So wearing this outfit. Oh, itadake. Oh, it's from itadaku. to receive itadakeba would be the if I receive. Okay. So if I have received wearing, literally means if you could do me a favor of wearing, okay. It softens the command into a polite, humble request often used when this. Okay. Yokata desu wa, or this expresses past regret or wish that things had been different. Wait, Wait, Yui is good and then Yokata is good at past tense, so that was good. Which often it's used to mean I'm glad, or in other words. So how does it express past regret? So it would have been good? Past tense Yui mean good, and this construction, ba Yokata means I wish I had, or it would have been good. See, in any case, regardless, those explain the origin of those. It originates from the adverb do, meaning how, in the imperative form of sudo to do, which is seyo. Oh, okay. I'm not used to seeing imperative form of sudo. I see seyo or shido. That's without the u, so I guess the yo just got dropped from it, and it's sort of like a set phrase. So dose. Doing what? Or let's see. Over time, seyo underwent a phonetic change to become se, attaching the do to form dose. This etymology emphasizes the meaning of no matter how a situation is handled or what the process is like, the ultimate result remains fixed. So doing in all ways, or no, in other words, no matter what. Or in any case, or essentially regardless, when you do in all ways and it doesn't change anything. Okay, so dose. So dose nara. Since it won't change the outcome. So in other words, if it won't change the outcome. Oh, if it makes no difference. Okay, so dose nara kono ishou. Dose nara kono ishou o kite itadakeba yokata desu wa. Since it wouldn't have changed the outcome, it would have been good if you could have worn these clothes for me. See, if you were going to do it anyway, you should have just worn this costume. So, dose nara kono ishou wo kite itadakeba yokata desu wa.
さくら、凛々しいですわ。どうしたの？どうせならこの衣装を着ていただけばよかったですわ。いやいや、 うしたの？どうせならこの衣装を着ていただけばよかったですわ。
I wonder if that's in the dictionary. Aita, or it opened.
Y がついとったさかい当然やな。
Ma, Y ga sui tota sakai
Y がついとったさかい当然。
tozen.
見てもいい？ありがとうございます。
Y がついとったさかい当然やな。
Sui pair couple unintentionally. By mistake, against one's better judgment. I think it's the sui. So unintentionally. No, it can't be because of this structure here. So this is probably suite. Oh, from suku. So attach. So suite suite ota or suitota. So continuously attached. That's I continuously attached. So from I continuously attached. Tozen. Natural, right, proper, reasonable, appropriate, deserved. Well, since I'm the one who made it, I let's see. Well, I was holding it, so I guess that's only natural? What? Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. Anyway, let's see. This word for natural tozen comes from right, appropriate, and sort of thing. Or natural, right, proper. Suitota. Dialect from I do not think this is Suide. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of things this could be. Let's see. Suide Ita. That's Suitota. Okay, no. Chico. Let's see. Suitota. Okay, Suide. This is Kansai Ben. That might help it. Suitota. Suitota. Sui. This is a dollar contraction of Chikoku late or doing Sui Tota. Okay, standard Japanese Chikoku shite ita or okurete ita. What? Oh, Toru can be Tota. Oh, wow. Would this be Suite Ita? The verb suku in this specific context is a colloquial abbreviation of Chikoku suru, to be late. So suite ita. Okay. No, not suku as in to arrive. Suku as in to attach. Could this be to some kanji? Suite ota. Okay, well, suku literally means to attach or to arrive in the specific sense, and structures like since I was, okay, suitota, it's natural. Okay, it's widely understood as a colloquial for chi, chikoku late. Interpretation A. Most likely, it's a slang contraction of sui stands for or since I was late. Okay. It's natural. Okay. Okay, that's not making sense in this context. Okay. See, this is from Card Captor Sakura after Kira-chan gave advice. Sakura used a sword and got the shield card. Then Tomoyo thanked them. Let's see if context can help it figure out what it's supposed to mean. Oh, he was only in... I didn't know that. It says here, Kiddo was only in Osaka for 30 years. Okay. Let's see. In this specific context, suitota comes from suku, meaning to be attached, to stick, to be on guard. Kira-chan was likely saying, well, since I was the one who was attached, or since I was the one guarding, or perhaps since I was the one who figured it out or stuck with it, it's only natural that we succeeded, that she thanked us. Okay, alternative note, it's possible. It's possible he is playfully taking credit since I was the one who pointed it out. Okay. Okay, so I get... Let's see. Let's see if Kiro says the line, he is likely boasting slightly, well, since I'm the one who knew or attached myself to the solution, it is only natural that it worked. The suku can also mean to be solved or to find an answer, as in, okay, if Kiro-chan says, he might mean, since I was the one who figured it out, making the success natural. Okay, I think it's something like that. Basically, it's how you say you figured it out. You attached yourself to the situation, aka since I was the one attached, and from that, it's only natural that the situation got resolved. So why guys suitota? So this comes from suite ota. So why ga suitota sakai? Tozen ya na. So, why ga suitota sakai tozen ya na.
ありがとうございます。わいがついとったさかい当然やな。ね。ありがとうございます。わいがついとったさかい当然やな。開いた。ありがとうございます。わいがついとったさかい当然やな。
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? If not, we're gonna raid, so please stick around for that. Let's see if it responds to that. Okay, the second person I was going to look into rating is... Okay, we're going to try to raid Manda, who's currently drawing anime manga. Okay, and for the third raid, we're going to greetings. Oh, yes. Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm trying to help Donnie the Phoenix. Okay, so okay, so looking at the third raid, we're gonna try to raid. We're gonna try to for the third raid. We're gonna try to raid Kudo Monarch, who's playing Lahai Roy's story. I still don't see the live redirect thing being allowed. see. Okay, I guess we're gonna try to raid Kanade, since I can't seem to get this other raid to work. Hopefully I can raid him next time. I think it takes the video has to be setting has to be turned on at the start of it. Okay, so minasan, お気をつけて。また明日. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.